We start off today with some big headlines, starting off with Carson Beck. Yep. He's in the transfer portal, and the next day he heads straight to Miami. It might have to do something with his girlfriend being there, but yeah, he's out at Georgia and now at Miami. Yeah. Now expecting Miami to be still being terrible. Also, yeah, Venue Sports is no more. ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery announced Friday that they are pulling the plug on Venue. This happens after announced that Hugo and Hulu will be merging later on this year. This is the Slater Report podcast. Yep, that's right. This is the Slater Report podcast. Today's Tuesday, January 17th. I got a good show for you today. A lot to talk about the college football playoffs. Yep, I'm going to recap what all I saw and the semifinals, setting up for a good championship game. So, while we're on talk about the playoffs, let's jump right into it. Yep, the semifinals between Ohio State and, or Notre Dame and Penn State's what I'm starting off first. Yeah, the Orange Bowl. Yep, this was quite a back and forth game. Penn State probably had leading majority of the game, but Notre Dame pretty much had the game. They had Ohio State had the lead most of the game, but Notre Dame had the momentum most of the game. They just had a hard time finding the end zone. But they did end up winning 27-24. A big win for Notre Dame, as Notre Dame is now going to be in the championship game. Wow. And then now we got Ohio State and Texas. Yeah, this is the game I was really excited for, to see Texas go down. And yet it happened. 28-14 in the Cotton Bowl Classic. Ohio State is now going to the championship game. Woohoo! That is going to be quite a matchup next Monday night. Yeah, it's going to be 6:30 ESPN. January 20th. It's going to be a game. And yeah, I'm going to break down these games and some memes later on in the show. But let's talk about Ohio State's offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly. Yeah, he is the offensive coordinator for Ohio State, and I gotta say, here's his timeline of his coach. You know, he was the head coach of Oregon. I'm starting really with at Oregon here. I know he does some other coaching things before Oregon, but I'm starting off at Oregon. 07-12. Then the Eagles hired him. Yep, for about a couple years. Yeah. And, 49ers, Eagles got rid of him. 49ers won him for a year. Yeah, it didn't last too long. He worked for ESPN for a year for an analyst. I didn't even know that. He wasn't there for very long either. And then UCLA hired him. I gotta say, he didn't do too bad. He started off pretty terrible. The first, 3 years at UCLA was, one of the worst football programs UCLA has had in a long time. But then he started to get better. His last year they were ranked. And I look forward to it. He kind of got fired, let go, although for some reason, this is what I'm real confused about. He never really got fired, but it seemed like he was going to get fired because it wasn't up to UCLA standard. But I don't think he deserved to be fired. He didn't do too bad. But, yeah. I look at you would take an offensive coordinator job, the job that pay you less, over a head coaching job? Yeah. And you didn't get fired? Yeah, he was about to get fired. I can see that. And I gotta say, he did good. I think that was a great hire for Ryan Hayes. I mean, put up 28 points on Texas defense. That's good. That is really, really good. All right, let's bring up this whole bracket. Yep, there it is, the college football playoff bracket, or the semifinals, basically. Yep. Ohio State, Notre Dame in the championship game. This is going to be quite a good one. Monday, January 20th, next Monday, 6:30, ESPN. Number 8 versus number 7. We don't have a 1, not a 2, not a 3, not a 4 seed. We got an 8 versus 7. And this is why I now like the 12-team playoff, even though I was against it, basically, since that first round. I don't know how, but that terrible first round gave us this awesome championship game matchup. I can't believe it. Neither can anyone else. But I got some fan content from these games, from these past couple games. Yeah, Penn State, the marching band. I know his name. I know what it's called. I know what the position called on marching band. I cannot, for some reason, it's on the tip of my tongue. But not drum leader, but marching leader. No, not marching leader either. Yeah. Yeah, I do not know it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that flip, kind of amazing. All right, pull up the next one. Drew Allen. Yep. 2 for 2 on screen passes when this graphic there, but 2 for 10 on all others. I think that's kind of hilarious. This basically won Notre Dame. This touchdown won Notre Dame. Look at that reach. This is the pick of the weekend for sure. And oh yeah, Marcus Freeman after that touchdown. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna win this thing, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was, why is a Penn State fan wearing not Irish today? Yeah, I think this is the why Penn State lost. And, oh, look at this hurdle. And this is a guy that says, because of his knees, he wasn't going to do jumps like this anymore. Dang, man. Dang. And then, oh, yeah, good one. Oh, yeah, the CFP kickers are 0 for 4. And go-ahead kickers in the fourth quarter. In the history of the CFP, oh, yeah, and guess what? He hits it. Game winner. Oh, dang, this must be a big game then for Penn State head coach. Yep. He didn't like that going in at all. Also, here's a good one. Notre Dame tricked LSU into overpaying for an okay coach that was too good to be fired, but not good enough to win big games, and immediately upgraded in an old-time fitness move. Yep, that statement happened. Also, quick update about some wildfires going on in California affecting sports. Yep, J.J. Redick lost his home. Lakers and Clippers game have been postponed. And the NFL wild card that was the Vikings versus the Rams ended up winning last night. You know, the Vikings are going to be upset about that. Was moved to Arizona. Yikes. Very big yikes. But, yeah, very devastating going on in the LA area about these wildfires. Well, why? Why can't you control it? I seriously, if I had time today, I would go on a big, long rant about why this fire isn't being controlled. But anyway, I'm here to talk about sports. Alright? Yep. Let's do a quick recap about college basketball real quick about the teams we cover. Oh, and I forgot to update my graphics. I guess I'm not talking about college basketball today. Yeah. I was so focused on recapping college football, I forgot to update the brackets. My graphics for college basketball. Yeah. But, or the final score. I mean, I guess it's good to talk about the games ahead or whatever. But, actually, I do remember who won this game. Georgia did end up winning. Yeah. It was close. It was a close game. Yeah, big loss for Oklahoma. They're now 0-3. And Texas and Oklahoma are both 0-3 in conference play now. So, yeah, this is a big, well, someone's got to be great in the SEC for sure. OSU now. Utah did beat OSU. I do remember that. I don't remember the final score, but yeah. Oklahoma State versus BYU tonight. That's gonna be quite a big game. BYU's favored. Let's see if OSU can get the win on ESPN Plus. And Kansas didn't end up winning. I do remember they beat Syracuse. And tomorrow night we've got a big one. Yep. Let me fix it. Fix the rankings, yep, on this bottom one, because I do remember the rankings. Yep, Kansas number 9, Iowa State number 2. Iowa State is favored. I don't remember by how much. I'm going to pull it up real quickly. Oh, wait, the line's not even out yet, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Kansas versus Iowa State. Iowa State is favored in this game, I know that. I don't remember by how much, but yeah, Iowa State's home, the highest Iowa State's been in the AP poll history. 6 o'clock, ESPN2 tomorrow. And Tennessee did beat Texas. Yep, they did. And yeah, and once again, like I already mentioned, oh yeah, Texas, Oklahoma, both 0-3 in the SEC. Who's gonna win it? Big game tomorrow night on the SEC Network at 9 o'clock. Alright, yeah, and I do not have the, my next graphic is the top 25, but I remember I did not update it, so it's not even correct. Did I even do, update the NBA? Yes, I did. I do have NBA graphics. Alright, talk about the Thunder and 76ers. Yep. Thunder playing the 76ers tonight at 6 o'clock. And the Nuggets got a good game to get the Mavericks, 8:30 on TNT. Alright. No, this is not the game. Yeah, this is the game of the week, right? Alabama A&M? I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. I'm not really confident about this at all. Yeah, apparently I totally forgot to update my basketball graphic called basketball graphics. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah, the game of the week is Alabama and Kentucky. Number 4 Alabama versus number 8 Kentucky. Be Saturday, 11 o'clock on ESPN. It's gonna be a big game to really big, except for if you forget about Auburn, which we got Auburn versus Georgia also, but not including Auburn and Tennessee. Alabama, Kentucky. Yeah, going to be a big game for sure. But, yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this week's episode of Slater Podcast. I wish I had more to talk about, but I kind of had a feeling it's going to be a short episode, but I didn't know it was going to be this short, talking about forgetting about college basketball graphics. But yeah, there is your national championship game set. Can't wait to watch it. I'll probably do a more breakdown of it later on, American Game Day on Saturday. Yep, can't wait to talk about it. But anyway, that is gonna do it for this week's episode of Slater Report Podcast. This is the Slater Report Podcast.